Hi, Eric Com here today with ESI Group, and I'm going to be performing for you another demonstration of how we're using virtual reality in our tool IC.IDO to help us validate those processes that humans are expected to perform on the new products that we might be engineering. In this case, I'm taking a look at a plug-in electric hybrid vehicle behind me, and I want to validate the assembly sequence and assembly planning for this particular work cell where we're in charge of completing the installation of the wiring harness of the plug-in electric hybrid battery. So we can just see here that the battery is already in position. I have a wire harness that's already staged, more or less ready to go. And you can see my colleague standing on the other side of the vehicle. She's waiting patiently for me to hand her this wire harness. So first things first, I just want to validate that the wire harness does in fact reach where it's supposed to in order for this assembly to happen. And yes, the wire harness does have enough length to make it to the other side of the car. However, you do see that I also have to clip it into position with these two little yellow clips that are just visible on the other side of this wire harness. So I'm just going to grab those very gingerly with my virtual reality hands. Let's see if I can get my virtual reality hands in there. And now I'm going to position that clip where I want it to go. There's a little green bounding box showing up in my field of view where that clip's going to actually fasten. And it snaps into position automatically. I'm going to grab this other clip. Try to keep the harness from getting tangled up here. And take that other clip, line it up to its position. Again, that green bounding box shows me that I'm close enough for the original CAD data so that it can locate it and snap that into position. Again, it's not the goal here to do any sort of virtual reality dexterity check, but I just want to make sure that the cable is appropriately designed with the right length and the right shape in order to reach where it needs to reach. And now you can see it's still well within the grasp of my colleague. So this wire harness does in fact seem like it is well designed to be able to be assembled in that position. Now I want to take a look at the front end of this wiring harness. So again, I'm going to go down and grab this wire harness down here. Bring this up into where I'm doing the assembly work. First thing I'm going to do is take that yellow plastic channel that is guiding that wire harness, and again, get that positioned well enough in the vehicle planned position so that I can prove that that data does in fact reach. And now I'm going to try to grab this harness and plug its end effector into position, completing that circuit. And the things that I'm looking out for whenever I'm doing these types of VR analyses is I want to do a quick reality check of where can I physically stand in order to do this job. So as I'm standing here and I can see that the engine is in front of me, or excuse me, the rolling chassis and that motor and that wire harness are still in front of me, I have to make sure that I can see everything that I need to see and reach everything that I need to reach without falling into or falling over this vehicle and putting myself or the product at risk. So at this point, it does seem like this is a feasible process, but maybe some of our engineers might have an idea or two about how this could be made more effective or more efficient for our future plan. Hope that answers your questions today about how we're using virtual reality to validate our human-centric product and process concerns. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you in the next demo.